Good morning. I'm Joseph Resch, and I will present my lecture, The Early Years and the Future of Interventional Radiology. On January 16, 1964, Doctor treated a patient scheduled for leg amputation for a focal arterial stenosis using coaxial catheters. After successful dilation of the stenosis, the leg circulation improved, gangrenous foot healed, and the patient left the hospital on both feet. Doctor's idea that catheters should replace scalpels inspired inventive angiographers to develop new interventional techniques and tools. Support from the industry, particularly from Cook Inc. and Meditech, accelerated the development of tools and devices. Each interventional techniques had its pioneers. In PTA, Dotter, Zeitler, and Grunzig were the early pioneers. The major revolution in PTA was initiated by German cardiologist Andreas Grunzig, who introduced balloon dilation catheter made of polyvinyl chloride. He first used it for peripheral PTA, and with balloon improvements, he extended PTA to coronary arteries. Grunzig's work inspired angiographers all over the world. The idea of TIPS started with incidental punctures of hepatic portal branches during diagnostic transjugular cholangiography. The first clinical TIPS with stents was performed in January 1988 at Freiburg, Germany, in a patient with varicose bleeding and massive ascites by Richter, Palmas, Nolje, and Ressle using Palmas stent. They used the transjugular approach for hepatic vein catheterization and transhepatic approach for portal vein catheterization. The first TIP was technically successful, but the patient died later of ARDS with patent shunt. They had better results with their following patients, and one of them lived with a patent shunt for more than 8 years. The pioneering work of the Freiburg's group inspired many interventionalists, moving from TIPS to percutaneous embolization, which was first used for treatment of spinal and soft tissue AVM. Its pioneers, Dopman and Newton, used autologous clot. Because of fast clot lysis, Ginjan and Merlan in France introduced Gelafone, and Kerber in the US acrylic glue as embolic agents. Serbenenko in Russia then introduced detachable balloons, which were used mainly in neurointerventions. White in the US found the detachable balloons very effective also for embolization of pulmonary AVM. In malignant tumor embolization, the Houston group under Wallace's leadership pioneered several very effective embolization techniques. Let us look at expandable stents. Their history started with Dotter introduction of a coil spring tube graft in 1969 and accelerated in 1983 when Dotter and Craig introduced expandable 19-0 stents. Other stents rapidly followed. Palmas introduced his balloon expandable stent. Wall stent, the self-expandable Medinven stent that is known now as Wall stent. Chanturko introduced the self-expandable Z-stent and the balloon expandable Flex stent, and Strecker his balloon expandable tantalum stent. Parodi then introduced stent graft into clinical treatment of abdominal aortic aneurysm. Innovative interventionalists introduced the new devices rapidly into practice and became pioneers in their clinical applications. In addition to pioneers, interventional societies deserve great merit for worldwide dissemination of high-standard interventional radiology. Presently, interventional radiology has come of age and is a recognized subspecialty in medicine and is used in diagnosis and treatment in practically all systems and organs of the human body. You have my best wishes for your endeavors in preserving and improving interventional radiology. Thank you.